residence. I'd rather see the president dead. It's never been said, but I set precedence.
Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Who is Santa Claus?
Who is Santa Claus? Okay, hold the phone up. Santa Claus is a mystical goddamn creature that lives in the goddamn North and South Pole. He can simultaneously live at both magnetic poles and shift the North Pole, so everyone goddamn snows during the winter. This goddamn bitch controls the weather. He goddamn knows everything you goddamn do. He stalks your mom. He fucks you. He goddamn eats your goddamn cookies. He goddamn eats them all, and he's a goddamn faggot, and he's a rapist. And he fucks his elves. A physical attack connects at a critical juncture. At what point do the 2 points meet that you don't understand on the X and Y axis? On this grid, in a three-dimensional field, you cannot see within the fourth dimension because you're traveling through time, which is the past, present, and the future. There's no goddamn such thing as time travel because it's all in the same. Within the essence, and you goddamn can't create another dimension because God only created this one, and you're a goddamn faggot.
What is Illuminati?
Illuminati? The Illuminati is the NWO and the New World Order and all the secret societies all together and the Freemasons and everything that coincides together in the government and everything that's connected to the CIA, to the FBI and the IRS and the Federal Bank and the Reserve and the UN, and everything's connected to every single country, and everyone's in the Masonry, and they're all connected through degrees and secret handshakes and grips that they use. And seen Master Mason do handshakes and things, and now I know the grips and the passwords. Now, to explain the things, is they got secret things to decode who they are and figure out who they are and what degree they are. I know up to like the 3rd degree, which is the Master Mason. Anything above that, you get shot and killed over because it's like so critical of information. The reason why the Kennedy was releasing so much information about the Freemasons and the secret societies and things. Thus, he got shot and shit, and a lot of other conspiracies they brought up just to make up shit to even figure out, to confuse even what happened to Kennedy, even what happened. So now, on the basis of the Illuminati taking over the world as the Federal Bank Reserve is, it's fake. It's just money that they print out that you just keep using to buy the products. But when you owe so much money back to the banks, since it's legal tender, which it says on the money itself, you have to pay it back to the government. If not, you get everything taken, even the clothes on your back. That is how critical it is living in a social society, in a society like this that is a capitalist country that controls the money the way it is. Inflation, everything, they control every single bill, and they know how much is in the market, and there's not enough money in the market to even pay for the bill and the billions that they already owe to the government. And the Illuminati is trying to keep and use all the funds and the taxes for secret shit back when the OTOs and WOTs and the 33rd degree Freemasons and Jack Parson is known for ripping wormholes in space-time and letting interdimensional negative entities in and ripping wormholes in space-time, and does it on a complete matter of occultist because he's so critical in his secret and mysticism that he knows and he understands this shit I always look up and shit because it's so critical in thinking. And they all think that the prophecy is supposed to be fulfilled on 2012 when the poles shift and the earth goes to sleep for 3 days, and no one has consciousness until after that, and then no one knows what happens that even after the pole shift, even if it's 1 year from 2012 to 13 and the pole shift, you'll see consciousness shifting and weather changes drastically over in 2012. The reason why the Illuminati want to take over now, and McCain versus Obama, and whichever one is going to be elected first, and whichever one's the Freemason and one that's connected to the Illuminati bloodline that they want to be president. The reason why President Bush back in 2000 was elected president because he got the shit and won Florida State because they got the votes sent in and they tricked the system and shit, and he got into the system because he's a Freemason also, if you didn't know that, and George Bush's father. You didn't know that, and they're all connected to the Illuminati bloodline, and that is also connected to what I'm talking about. So you need to draw those conclusions, and that since all they're connected in the George Bush's family they're connected, and they set up 9/11, and they flew Bin Laden's family to another country safely when 9/11 happened, so nothing can happen to them. So they understand at the point where 9/11 happened to trick other countries so we can go bomb other countries so we can take over for the New World Order.
Talk about disease.
Disease. Okay, disease is particles that are actually built up from particles that are molecules, or not even molecules, just organisms that live on the molecules that start to elaborate and start to build off each other through asexual reproduction, that start reproduction off themselves and start manipulating so much that they start becoming an active organism and living in the ecosystem of the society and starts building up so much they think it goes to an amphibian, which I'm explaining evolution, which I don't want to explain. But Darwin's theory says from the amphibian on that some goddamn fish jumped out the goddamn water and was flapping on the fucking ground and somehow came some animal on the land and some morphed into some goddamn monkey and was going and walking around and shit. Goddamn it. Okay, from what point where's the monkey bones from the half Neanderthal monkey looking human to the human nowadays when there's only the monkey and the human, which they aren't related at all only because they're primates because they have 5 hands and feet and they're humanoid bodies. Which also there's aliens. The reason why there's Roswell because they all fell on grays and everything from those star systems and stuff. And the Pleiades planet, which is they're humanoids just like us, and they come here and they can travel so fast in space-time that their spaceship can travel so fast in speed of light that when they rip through space-time they can end up in another part of the dimension, in that part where they want to end up at. So by the time they end up there, they're automatically there, and when they rip into our space-time they end up and they disappear. That's the reason why they can't explain what a UFO is. Thus, that's why you see the UFO in there for a second and then smash off and disappear, because they're traveling through dimensions and they don't land right in the critical dimensions, which they thought 9/11 was planes traveling through another dimension that traveled through our dimension from the future and hit our dimension because they're practicing test runs to travel through dimensions in past, present, and future, which they can't successfully do, the reason why they had to cover up 9/11. Whoa. And this is the goddamn next Robo Mikey shit on YouTube, bitch.